Hey guys, Scott from Civic Edge Lifestyle here, and welcome to day 161 of our My Lead Gen Secret case study. I got another announcement today, so just stick around for that. First of all, if you don't know what My Lead Gen Secret is, it's basically a traffic and autoresponder all in one platform. You basically get 100, 200 new email leads every day on autopilot. 100 if you don't have a team member under you, 200 if you do have a team member, at least one. You get to mail them all daily with the autoresponder that's inside the platform. You get to earn generous commissions on 5 levels, and they are pretty generous to the point where when you get 5 sales in a week, you get $100 or $100 extra, which they call the superstar bonus. When you get 10 sales, obviously you get $200 that week. 15 sales, sorry, you get $300 sales or $300 commissions for the superstar bonus, and you get to yeah, so it's pretty generous. You get to email the leads every day with the autoresponder, and the leads are automatically added every day for you, so you don't have to go out and look for traffic or anything like that. These leads are warm leads. They do buy. I wouldn't say they're like burning hot or anything, but they are warm leads, which warm leads means they buy. Um, and the leads are 98% of them are from the U.S. The rest are from the other tier one countries like Canada, UK, Australia, I believe New Zealand, places like that. And then you get to email them all every 24 hours. It says here, but the company just recently did an update. I'm pretty sure the other day because I haven't seen it go to 22 hours before. But when I went and sent my email out, it was 22 hours before I could email again. So they've actually cut it back 2 hours. And before that, it was 93. So, or, 93, 23, sorry, hours. I don't know where I got 93. That's weird. Anyway, so yeah, so it was 23 hours and then they cut it back to 22. Um, so yeah, you get 100, 200 leads, and there you go. You can email them. Now, with my technique, you can earn a lot quicker than a lot of the other people's case studies. What they show you to do in the case studies, their stuff does work. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here to bash anyone. Everyone's technique is unique, but I think I've come up with a very unique way of doing this to the point where my technique is a lot quicker. I have people that have told me that they started earning with my technique after 1 month of being in my lead gen, and sometimes even before. Um, so that's basically what my technique has done. I'm also using something new, just simply because I know that there's a lot of competition, and I'll show you where to get the email swipes in a little bit here. But the email swipes, I know there's a little bit of competition inside my lead gen with the email swipes because these leads are shared. But don't think because they're shared that you're not going to have any sales, because I get sales all the time, and the leads are extremely, like, they're shared, but they're extremely warm, and um they buy stuff. So before we go any further, I'm going to quickly show you today's commissions. So first of all, we earned a recurring commission. This morning, I should say. This was one of my affiliates. They ended up starting up with another month, which was pretty cool, which led to another $4. And then we had another sale. I'm just going to quickly get out of here. And we had another sale on ClickBank just after I finished my video yesterday, actually. Sorry, I just decided to grab a coffee or a sip of coffee there. So yeah, I ended up with another sale right here. You can see that we're at 1251 now. That was yesterday. And this actually literally came in. I just finished a video. I was finishing up my day. I was doing other things like in my business, setting up emails and whatnot. And yesterday was a busy day. I ended up working till about 6:30, I think, last night. So it was really busy. But yeah, there was another sale there, and that was right at reviews. If I go into it right here, I'm just going to wait. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to just drag this over here. Yeah, so this was right at reviews. As you can see here, it says right at reviews. With this being said, you can see how well this AI Millionaire is working. AI Millionaire, like I explained, I've explained many times in videos. I'm not going to go too hard on it because I think some people, might be a little the techniques that I'm showing you still, even though I'm using different email swipes than you guys, the techniques I'm showing you still work for your emails that you will get inside of ClickBank. They do work very well, but you do get a lot more. You beat the competition if you get AI Millionaire, trust me. So I've added AI Millionaire to the email swipes, and these are what my sales are looking like. Again, like I've had 3 constant days of money. Now, mind you, this one was a recurring commission, but either way, like um, I've had 3 straight days so far, and today is still pending. But I've had 3 straight days, and these are all with the email swipes with AI Millionaire. Now I will let everyone know that tomorrow I'm doing my email blast. I will show you guys the email blast that I do tomorrow, because I'm trying to show you guys ways to earn with my lead gen and keep you guys earning with my lead gen. You can see that this account's mostly used for my lead gen because these are the commissions I'm pulling in from my lead gen every week. I will show you my paychecks really quick just so you can see what I've been earning. And I let you guys know too if it is anything from my own personal list. I let you guys know. I don't count it towards my income or anything. I'll always check my list first. If it came from my list, then I don't add it. But we'll quickly go into reporting. And I'm actually just going to pause the video really quick because I'm not sure if there's any sensitive info, and I don't want to put any sensitive info out there. So I'm just going to quickly check. Okay, so there is no sensitive info. So basically, these are all from mostly my lead gen. So you can see I've had like constant weeks of paychecks. This was when we were really in the heat. It's funny I'm saying that because it was during the summer. This was when we were in the summer slowdown. And the reason why I still made $5.55 was because it was actually from down here. The way refunds work on ClickBank is they put a little bit of your money aside from each paycheck. So when you get a paycheck, they'll always put something called an allowance aside, and the allowance is basically, it's to cover any refunds you may get. I've only had one refund on ClickBank, so I've been pretty lucky that way. And I've had like maybe 5 on Plus, but I've always had more sales than I have um, with I've had more sales than I have refunds. So that's pretty good. That means I'm operating at a good percentage. You will get refunds. I mean, refunds happen. It's not uncommon. People buy it and then they realize on their bank account, oh my goodness, I can't believe I bought that, and then they go and refund it. And sometimes it's, you know what, I can't do this. I don't have time or something like that. There's excuses for it. There's excuses all over the internet for people like why they don't want to try and make an income online. So anyway, so yeah, you can see like I've gone paid every single week. Like all well, I shouldn't say all year, because I started doing this in April, and you'll see that in April is when I started. No, it was here when I started. So yeah, I had $96, $13, $29, $47, $46, 41, and it just keeps going. Okay. So most of this is all from um, my lead gen, unless I've stated otherwise, and I will always state when the sales come from somewhere else. So we'll go back dashboard, and then I'm going to show you guys how to grab your own email swipes if you don't want to get AI Millionaire. I do suggest it as there's less competition for those emails. Seems how the emails that you can create inside of AI Millionaire. And AI Millionaire, might I add, is only $20. You can get it today for $20. That is it. And it'll create email swipes for you that are tailored to like your hobbies and stuff like that. So it's tailored to your personal stories. It'll make personal stories about you, and it sounds more believable than these. And I'll show you what I mean by that. But I'll show you too where you can get these email swipes. So first of all, go to Marketplace. You go to the Marketplace, open in a new tab, and we come over to the Marketplace, and you always select e-business and e-marketing. Now, I do know that there was one YouTuber that tried, I think, self-help. I think it was like self-help or something like that. But we always go to the e-business and e-marketing because my lead gen is more anything to do with e-business and e-marketing. Even if you're using Wire Plus, that's what they're going to go for. They're not going to go for this. They're not going to go for self-help, home and garden. They don't care about that stuff. They're on there to learn about making money online, and that's what this is. So we're going to go to that really quick. Then we're coming down here to write app reviews. I still like, and it'll be labeled as write app reviews. This one is social paid, I believe. Yes, this is social paid. And then this one's social rep. Okay, so the first one is always social rep. I don't screw around with these sort results by or anything like that. But this is social pay or social rep, sorry, social paid, and then this one's obviously right at reviews because it's labeled as such. So if we go to affiliate page, I didn't right click that one. I usually right click all the time. I do always suggest opening up tabs so that you have the tabs laid out so that it's not just as long as you don't get like 40 tabs up there, making your web browser cluttered. So, so we go to email swipes, as you can see here, and then you can get your email swipes from here. So today we are on day 3, so you'd be on email 3. And I suggest always doing the max, so always do 20, especially when if you get AI Millionaire in the future, and you decide, yeah, I want to get AI Millionaire. I would suggest doing 20 email swipes. And I have prompts for that. That's why I encourage everyone to join my team on my lead gen, because I do offer bonuses and you'll get to personally work with me. It's not like I'm coming on here and doing my videos. This is not personally working with you. This is just showing you a tutorial. This is not showing you, like, I'm not actually going to be there holding your hand. Whereas if you join my team, I can help you because you'll be in my own personal Facebook group that I developed for anyone who joins my team, and also you'll be able to personally get tips and tricks from me, and you'll be able to ask questions and I'll be able to answer. It's not like you're coming on YouTube and you're commenting, because I can honestly tell you right now, you may comment on YouTube, I may get it the same day, and it may be a couple days before I answer again. So it really depends. The Facebook group would be a more direct way to reach out to me and stuff like that. But in order to get into that private group, you have to join through my team. So this is where we get the email swipe. So you can see that right there. You just go basically grab the subject line. Oops, kind of going all over the place here. So you'd grab the subject line, you'd copy it, then you'd come down here. Now, I always say to not grab this part because we have a template that's already set up, and I'll show you the template. And then you would grab from here down, but you would not grab signature. And that's because we have a template set up for that as well. And then you'd come here to grab your link. And I always let everyone know when you're grabbing your link, make sure that you'll see right here, HTTPS and all that, and I've highlighted up until this point, and you'll notice that there are still some letters. What you do is you shift right arrow key over until you see the bottom. You'll see the bottom there. I couldn't move my webcam because I had my finger on the shift and I didn't want to take it off, but you'll see that the actually I will move this because that's kind of annoying. So you'll see that this started highlighting. So what I do is I always back it off a little bit. So then it comes back here, okay? And I always back it off at least 1. and then I put it back on. And then I'll grab it, copy, and then I always take, I'm going to show you what I do with this. So I actually am going to copy this one for sure. I always come back here, Control V, and you'll see there's my link that I just copied. I always go up here to your ClickBank ID, and I put in my ID. And because I've got it memorized, I don't really need to worry about um, mistyping it or anything. But if you do not have your username memorized, you can come back here to the dashboard, which is, this is the initial dashboard, and you just come back to to accounts, sorry, which is down here, and I'm going to move this again. This is kind of, oh, it's just going all over the place, guys. I am sorry. So right there, gee, technical difficulties. So then you just click on, like you would go and click beside it. That didn't work. There, you just go like that. Okay, you can. I think actually, yeah, I guess you could just. I don't know if that would work. No, I guess you can't copy it that way. So you'd have to highlight it, and in order to do that, you'd have to click outside a little bit before. So you got to make sure that that finger doesn't show up on the cursor, and then you just make sure that the arrow shows up, and then highlight it, and then you copy it, and then you can put it in there as well if you wanted to. So that's how you do that. Let's quickly go to this. So we're going to go to mailing system. And here's what I do every single day. Okay. I am consistent and I do this every single day. And this is what you guys need to do. You need to be consistent. You need to put in the work every day. And that's the only way to make this work and to actually get an income with my lead gen secret. So the one thing I do is I always make sure it's on mail by date. Now, this stuff should already be done automatically for you. If not, then make sure to click mail by date. Select all your leads. So you're going to notice all my leads pop over here, and then you'll see that I got 46,200 on this account. I have 3 accounts, and that's it. A lot of the other YouTubers have 5 accounts, 6 accounts, 7 accounts, 8 accounts, things like that. I don't have that many yet, and I don't know if I will get that many. Right now, I'm doing great work with 3, so we'll see where 3 goes. The one thing I can say though is a lot of them too have bigger lists, and I'm already making lots of sales with a smaller list, and they've got bigger lists like 150, and some of them like 150,000, and some of them are like just over 1,000, and I've already like I'm at 1,300 already in total earnings. So this shows that my technique is working. It's pulling in more sales, I think. Again, not bashing anyone. Everyone's unique. They show their way, I show mine. We're all in this together. Technically, we all try and show everyone how we do things, and that's just the way it is. Anyway, so enough about that. So there's the leads. I always select my name, no reply at mylegionsecret.com. Don't ever select this one, and I say that because if you email from this one, I just feel like it's better to let the customers get to know you. Okay. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to quickly load my email from today. I'm going to show you what happened. And I noticed that when I put a price in my email swipe, so I'm going to show you where I mean. When I put a price, like I put how much they could earn a day with the specific link, I find that a lot of people open the email a lot more. Now, everyone's probably saying they're going, well, that's typical, of course. No, I'm saying that because some subject lines, even on when you go into the Write At Review email swipes, they don't always have the price in the subject line. So it's always good to add a price. Like go into the link before you go and advertise that email that day and check how much it says you can make a day, and then put that in there, and people usually go for it. That's what I've been doing. But you'll notice today's subject line was the cake that almost didn't happen. Okay. And then I said, and $175 a day. So the reason why I've been doing that, it actually has been working. People have been gravitating to these emails by that happening. And So with today's email, so I always leave this. Oh, and you'll notice up here too that I've got a first name fix. And how you get that is just simply by the first name right here. I call this the first name fix because I mean that's exactly what it says. But this puts their first name in in front of wherever you put it. So for instance, I always copy it and paste it here on the subject line because a name in the subject line makes them open more. Again, you want to make sure that you're getting the opens. So this makes them say, oh, this is addressed to me. You know, how many times do you go and look at the email? If you live with, a couple people or whatever, how many times do you go and look at the mail? And, when you get that one letter and you see it's addressed to you, and, you're like, oh, I got mail. Unless you're like me and you get bills in the mail and you're like, yep, didn't want that mail. You can keep that. No, but when it's addressed to you, you feel special, right? So it's the same with emails. When it's addressed to the person, it's the first name fix, they feel special. And that's why I also put down here, hey there, first name fix, because this makes them feel special. This makes them feel like, oh, he's talking to me. So that's why I do that. You'll notice that things are bolded. Some of these are psych words. They're words that get them thinking about certain things. And then some of them are also emphasis. So, for instance, we had you here. This is bolded. Uh, Sometimes I underline them too. It really depends. If you want to bold and underline as well, go ahead. But bold them at the very least. Capitalize them so that they stand out and kind of hop off the page. So this one is because it's personalized to the person that I'm talking to that is reading this email. So I make them realize, I make them feel like I'm talking to them and I'm actually in the same room as them and I'm talking to them rather than, this just being a wall of text and saying da 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 da. I mean, that would be boring, right? And I don't know how many emails I've read where that's basically all it is, a wall of text, and they put no emphasis and no, like, it's just boring to read, okay? And then you got disaster. That one I did for emphasis. Right now it's telling a story, right? So then I got favorite. That's more emphasis. This one was bolded. I didn't capitalize it though, and the reason why I did that was more so this is just kind of a funny, like panic mode activated, and it's I was bolding it because and then we got hoping. Um, I did nothing on this line. On this line, we had different. The result, a chocolate, or sorry, caramel chocolate creation that wowed everyone. So again, emphasis, emphasis again with the best. Amazing, amazing. I always try and do because amazing when you're talking about opportunities, you want them to feel like, oh, this is amazing, and you want them to feel that excitement about the offer. Okay. This one I underlined because I wanted them to know don't let opportunities pass you by. I'm letting them know don't do that. Don't miss out. And then you, of course, I'm personalizing it yet again, talking to that reader. We got discover a way to monetize your skills by clicking here today. That's why if you're looking to make money from home, finding new ways to leverage your skills, like reviewing apps, could be your next big move. So money, big was an emphasis word. Money, you're getting them thinking about money, that they're going to earn money. Even if it's just 175 a day, putting those words in there, believe it or not, and bolding them and capitalizing them does work. It does get them thinking about the money. And then you got you again, personalizing it, 175 a day. So you're talking about the price again there, or the money they could be earning. You've got more, that's for emphasis. Simple and easy, okay? These two words are very important, and no experience as well. These words are very important because it tells the person that this is simple, this is easy, and you don't need experience whatsoever. I always bold and sometimes underline these things all the time because it is a way, like, people want something that's easy, people want something that's simple, and people want something with no experience needed. Okay? And then curious, check it out by clicking here. Um, So that's what I do, okay? And then of course I got my picture. I always put my lead gen, my link in the picture because sometimes they get clicking around. Sometimes they don't click on this, right? They don't click on the links to ClickBank, but they might click in here and then get interested in the offer. And right now I've got the Sizzle page linked, which if you go to um, the affiliate page, you can get there's like 4 different links you can use. I would use Sizzle Info or the original page for my lead gen because they seem to work. And then you can link your social medias in there. And then you've got the secret generating income online is all about generating leads. Get your first 100 buyer leads in the next 10 minutes by clicking right here. So that's my PS, and then that's for my lead gen as well. Oops. I'm trying to kind of just get it right in between my webcam and the top here. So yeah, I go and select that, and this is how I put my links in. I just simply go up to the little paper clip, and there you go, right? And then I click OK. And then it's the same for the links for ClickBank. You just go here, you would select it, you go here, boom, right? So you just copy and paste it. And then what you do at the very end, guys, is you make sure, I can't preview it today, but there's a preview button down below. You just go and make sure you hit that. Make sure to check your links. You don't want the links. For me, I always check just down here in the left-hand corner, because down here, I'm just going to mark it really quick here for you. Down here, the link will show up when you preview, and all you have to do is highlight it with your mouse when you're checking the preview, and the link will show up down here. And you just have to check it, make sure that your username for ClickBank shows up and everything, and then that way, you know your link's working. But I would suggest that if you're brand new to this, always, always, always right click and go to a new page or new tab, sorry, and make sure that that link is working. Because if it doesn't go to another page for this, like for write app reviews, if it doesn't go to the page that it's saying and it just says error or whatever, because if your username is not put in right, it won't go to that page. You can also go to that page and then check out um, on your report. It'll tell you whether or not you have a click that day or not. So for me, it's kind of a little bit harder unless I go and um, figure out how many clicks I had when I started. So I'd have to go and take the amount I have now. And it's kind of hard once you're like midweek because, so I'd rather, and I would just say, make sure it goes to the page that's supposed to. Check you'll see up in your web browser, your address bar here, you'll see your username show up. And if it doesn't, then there's a problem. Okay. So, guys, that's all I have for you today. I didn't mean for it to go 28 minutes today, but, I wanted to go through a little bit more thoroughly how to set up those emails. The email I showed you was one that AI Millionaire made for me. It has been working, as you can see. I've actually got someone again that went to the sales page today, and that was pretty cool. So that's all I got for you. Tomorrow is my email blast, which, if you don't remember, yesterday I did discuss an email blast. That's how I made $101 in one day from my lead gen. Was from my email blast from last Friday, and someone bought stuff the day before yesterday. So that was pretty cool. That's all from the email blast, though. I will show you guys that tomorrow, though, and show you guys the aftermath. So you guys have a great night, and cheers.